Today we are going to look at the review for our Mod 9 celebration of systems of equations. So for this review mirrors what you will see on your celebration, that celebration of learning. So if you understand how to do this, you are in good shape. So if you have not done the review on your own, start by solving all the problems. Once you solve all the problems, come back and watch the video to make sure you have the correct answer. Pause and solve now. Okay, for the first one, where do we begin? We begin at -3. How do we move? 1/3, which is up 1 and then right 3. So I start at -3. I go up 1 and right 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 points I can use now because I kept moving with that same slope. Here we go. But what about the second one? Where do I begin? At 1. How do I move? -1, which is down 1, right 3. I'm at +1, I go down 1. Oh, down right 1, right 1. Sorry about that. Down 1, right 1, because it's a -1. And I can keep going as long as I need to. So my solution is that point, 3, -2. You will have to do at least one solving systems by graphing. For the next one, we're going to use substitution. Once again, it requires that you think. If I want to solve for x or y, it's definitely easier to do it on the second one, and that would be to solve for x. So if I am looking at this, I'm going to add 2y to both sides. And x is equal to 2y plus 11. I will substitute that into the first equation. 7 times 2y plus 11 minus 2y is equal to -13. All I did was substitute what x is into the equation where x was. Now I have to use just the distributive property. 7 times 2y is 14y, plus 7 times 11 is 77, minus 2y is equal to -13. Combine your like terms. 14y minus 2y. 14 minus 2 is 12y, plus 77 is equal to -13. Get the number to the other side. Subtract 77. 12y is equal to negative, okay, what is it? 3 plus 7 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 9. 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus 7 is 9. So this is negative 90. Last step is to divide by 12 on both sides. So 90 divided by 12 gives me 7.5. So y is equal to 7.5. But now I've got to find x, and I will use the expression x is equal to 2y plus 11. So x is equal to 2 times 7.5 plus 11. X is equal to 7.5 times 2 is 15 plus 11, and x is equal to 26. So my solution is a point. 26, comma, 7.5. Remember, in the real world, we don't always get nice whole numbers for all our answers. This was a case where we did not. So, 2 times 7.5 is 15. 15 plus 11 is 26. Our point is 26, 7.5. So the next one we're going to solve using elimination. Pause the video and see if you know how to do that if you haven't tried it yet. You have to start off by thinking. I've got 3 and 5, I've got 2 and 5. These are both positive, these are both negatives. Does it matter which one I use? No. So, I'm going to multiply, I'm going to use 2 and 5. I'm going to multiply the top one by a positive 5 and the bottom one by a negative 2. Could I have done the negative on top? Yeah. Either way will work. So, 5 times 3x is 15x. Minus 5 times 2y is 10y. Is equal to 5 times 2 is 10. Negative 2 times 5x is negative 10x. Negative 2 times negative 5y is positive 10y. Is equal to negative 2 times 10 is negative 20. I have the opposites for my y. I've eliminated my y. Now what do I find for x? 15x minus 10x is 5x is equal to 10 minus 20 is negative 10. Divide by 5 on both sides. And x is equal to negative 2. So do I want to use the first one or the second one? I don't know, I don't care. Let's do the 3x minus 2y. Is equal to 10. 3 times negative 2 minus 2y is equal to 10. Negative 6 minus 2y is equal to 10. I'm now ready to solve. I will add 6 to both sides. Negative 2y is equal to 16. When I divide by negative 2, y will be equal to negative 8. So my solution is the point -2, -8. When you are taking your test, your celebration of learning, make sure you check your answers. For the next 3 problems, identify how many solutions you have. Remember, you can have one solution, infinite number of solutions, or no solutions. No solutions is when your lines are parallel. So let's look at the first one. If I am going to solve, I would multiply the bottom row by 2, and then or by a -2, and then I will create opposites of the x or the y. So -16x minus 20y is equal to 12. -2 times -8 is positive 16x. -2 times -10 plus 20y is equal to -12. As I simplify, -16x plus 16x is 0. -20y plus 20y is 0. So 0 equals 0. 12 plus -12 is 0. When does that happen? That happens all the time. This is an infinite number. Of solutions. Now, if it would have been 4 equals 4 or 15 equals 15, you have that infinite number of solutions because it will always, always happen. For the next one, what are we going to do? Well, let's multiply the second equation by 2. Now I have 4x plus 16y is equal to 16. 2 times -2x is -4x plus, or minus actually. 2 times -8y is -16y is equal to -12. I'm going to solve. 4x minus 4x is 0. 16y minus 16y is 0. 0 is equal to 16 minus 12 is 4. Is 0 ever equal to 4? No, it's not. So there are no solutions. So, a number is equal to itself is infinite. A number is equal to another number that it's not equal to is no solutions. What will the last one show us? Well, if I'm looking, I can multiply the bottom one by a -1 and my y's are opposites. So this becomes a positive x, this becomes a -y and a -2. Now I can add straight down. -3x plus 1x is -2x. Y plus -y is 0. -2 plus -2 is -4. I know that x is equal to 2. So this is one solution. You will have to identify which system of equations has an infinite number, no solution, or only one solution. So you've got vocabulary and you've got the word bank. Standard form of a line is ax plus by equals c. Slope-intercept form of a line y equals mx plus b. Systems of equations. An ordered pair that satisfies all the equations in the system. Now that would be the solution to a system. Going to leave it like that, any ordered pair that satisfies all the equations, because I can't go any further. So if I'm looking at no solutions, what do we know about no solutions? That is parallel lines. Lines that never intersect. Okay, what about infinitely many solutions? That would be lines that coincide. Coincide means one on top of the other. What is a system of equations? I forgot to put that in the word bank. System of equations are two or more equations that have the same variables. So it's two or more equations with the same variables. Circle the correct statements. Okay, number one, are the graphs increasing? No, they're going down, that's decreasing. Does it have a solution? No. They're parallel lines, no solution. The equation g of x, that would be this one, is equal to y is equal to negative 3/2 x plus 7. It starts at 7. How does it move? It goes, let's see, it goes down 1, 2, 3, right 1, 2. That is the equation of g. Are the lines perpendicular? No, they can't be perpendicular and parallel at the same time. For the next one, circle all that apply to this graph. The solution to this system of equations is 4, negative 1. That would be a correct statement because that's where they intersect. We know the second one cannot also be correct. Could it have more than one solution? No. Does it have only one solution? Yes. At the Burger Ranch, there are two sizes of hamburgers, a half pounder and a deluxe 1 pounder. The half pounder costs $5 and the deluxe 1 pounder costs $7. In 2 hours, sales totaled 123. and 21 hamburgers were sold. Define your variables. So if I'm looking at the first, you've got two sizes, which is the half pounder and the deluxe 1 pounder. So H will be equal to the number of half-pound hamburgers sold. And what about the other? The deluxe 1 pounder. So we'll do D for deluxe. Well, that's the number of deluxe. Okay, write in a system of equations that represents this scenario. You don't have to solve. So, what do I know? In 2 hours sales were totaled $123. We don't know the number of each, but we do know that the first one cost $5, so that would be 5H plus the 1/4, or the deluxe cost $7, 7D, and a total of $123 was sold. We also know that the total numbers, so when we take the number of regular hamburgers plus the number of deluxe hamburgers, we have sold 21. H plus D equals 21. That is your system of equations. And finally, for our last, Sylvia bought 7 shorts and 4 jeans for $120. Each pair of jeans cost twice as much as a pair of shorts. Which system of equations can be used to find the price of the shorts and the jeans? So if you're looking at this, she bought 7 shorts and 4 jeans for $120. So 7 times something plus 4 times something gives me 120. 7S plus 4 jeans equals 120. So I know immediately the first two do not work. Each pair of jeans cost twice as much as each pair of shorts. So is it 2 shorts equal 1 jean, or 1 short equals 2 jeans? Once again, we can eliminate this because the shorts are worth less than the jeans, and that is the correct answer. Make sure you study for your celebration of learning.